particularly on the passports and the visas, free movement of Africans. Free movement of Africans. I said it once. Maybe you heard me. If you did not, I'll say it again. How can 55 African presidents fail to undo what 5 or 10 Europeans did during the Benin Conference in terms of dividing Africa? So we now have one resolution which we need to push for the next 12 months. And this message, firstly, you're going to tag your president. Secondly, you're going to tag all African Union leaders that you know. I don't care whether it's COMESA, it's SADC, it's ECOWAS, it's what. We need one agenda. And I'm making this challenge to all the leaders up there. You owe us just one thing: free movement of Africans in Africa. Since now all the countries in Africa have already been declared as provinces, the next level is to take that conversation and have one country, and that country is called Africa. So we're asking just for one thing, just one thing. We will pay for it ourselves. I will also pay for it. It is the one passport agenda. We need one passport for agenda. Keep your various provinces the way they are. We have not yet started to destabilize that. But for a start, we just need to start moving freely from one country, from one province to another province, which you call from one country to another country. And if we can just have the free movement of our own African children amongst each other, we can unlock a great potential of finance, of education, of relationships. The benefits are immeasurable. And this is what we are telling you as Africa Union. We are not asking you to pay for it. We will pay for our own passports. We are not asking for too much. We are just asking for free movement. So hashtag here, one passport for Africa. One passport for Africa. We just want our children to move from Cape to Cairo, from Madagascar to Morocco, from Mozambique to Namibia, and we just need to understand that we can never be talking about a united Africa when we still have 55 passports, which we are paying for. We are paying to be restricted to move.
55 currencies.
55 currencies will be the next bus stop that we're going to be looking at. 55 armies is what we're going to be looking for. But for a start, I'm very convinced that if in the next 12 months we can push this one agenda for one passport for Africa, one passport for Africa, hashtag one passport for Africa, and let's begin to mobilize ourselves as Africans so that we can do away with all this border red tape and frustration of Africans amongst us. We will have legitimate documents. We're not coming to say we're just going to be running amok. We will have legitimate documents. So that if I'm coming to Zimbabwe, if I'm coming to Uganda, I'm getting to Kenya, you'll still be able to identify me with my one passport. So we need that African
from Zimbabwe
one
province.
Passport from Zimbabwe province.
Yeah.
We need that issue cleared between 2024 and 2025. So if Africa Union, you cannot deliver this, if you cannot deliver this, then we don't know what you're doing there. And the reason of your function must be measured by the results of your deliveries. So deliver just for us one thing. Just deliver for us one thing in 1 year. One item only.
AU.
Africa Union. Just one item only.
And what's that?
One passport. Just forget everything else. Don't tell us 1,000
United
protocols.
Nations, this is a boarding announcement.
That's United
Nations 2 on the pay.
But for Africa, United Africa, we need to start finding out one gate number one, one passport gate. With those few words, I want to challenge all of us as Africans to begin to focus our minds. Yes, some of you are worried, these foreigners will come to our country, these foreigners will come to our country, and these Africans talking to each other. We'll deal with you a bit later on. But this thing we're talking right now will benefit all of us as Africans. Because then we are still able to keep your provinces, keep your various countries, but in terms of operations between borders, between province and province, there must be free movement. So the first door that we need to start talking about in the next 12 months is making sure that Africa Union, we put pressure on Africa Union to deliver for us one passport. And Mr. Farke, whoever you are out there in the Africa Union, me and you are not in good books. because of the various mischievous things you've been doing over the French countries. But I'll discuss that with you a bit later on. But if you want to be remembered in history for having achieved anything, I want to challenge you. Just do one thing and then get out of office. Deliver that one passport. Just one item only. One item. You may not be remembered for everything else you've done for the French people. Passport. Just deliver one thing. Farke. One thing only. And that is a passport. And we want that delivered between now and 2025, this time next year. Yours truly, Mapango J. Until we meet you again, stay away from trouble. Don't do what I won't do. But if you do it, do better.